Veronica, and I'm the host of the Daily Kitchen YouTube channel. Here I share all kinds of tips and tricks for daily dozen meal prep. So in this video, I wanted to share with you a quick tutorial of what the daily dozen is and give you some examples for how to get started. So first, what is the daily dozen? The daily dozen is a checklist of diet and lifestyle choices created by Dr. Michael Greger, the host of nutritionfacts.org. And I'll share a link in the description below for more information about Dr. Greger, links to his books, including the How Not to Diet book, as well as nutritionfacts.org, which is his website where he shares a variety of evidence-based nutrition and lifestyle videos. So what's so special about the Daily Dozen? Basically, the Daily Dozen is an evidence-based nutrition checklist. So this means that the foods and lifestyle recommendations that are included in the Daily Dozen are all based on the best scientific evidence for nutrition and lifestyle. So you can learn more about the evidence behind the Daily Dozen at nutritionfacts.org, as well as in Dr. Greger's books, including his How Not to Diet book. But I'll give you a quick rundown of what the Daily Dozen is. So what exactly is the Daily Dozen? So the Daily Dozen includes 12 dietary and lifestyle recommendations to practice every single day. This checklist just makes it so easy to incorporate whole food, plant-based ingredients into your diet. One of the reasons why I really like the Daily Dozen over all the other diet recommendations is that this is not a diet focused on what you can't eat. This is just a checklist of some of the healthiest foods to focus on consuming on a regular basis, ideally daily. So when you have this memorized, which is pretty easy to memorize, you can think in your head, have I had enough servings of legumes today? Have I had enough servings of whole grains? And then you can think about what you've eaten and see if it meets the Daily Dozen recommendations. That makes it exciting to eat, it makes it exciting to meal plan, and it makes it just fun and easy and lighthearted about eating healthy foods. Instead of other diet recommendations where you're focused on what you can't eat, or maybe you've had too much of something, this is just a way to ensure that you're getting the most nutrition in each meal. So the categories of foods that are included in the Daily Dozen include servings of legumes, whole grains, fruits, leafy greens, vegetables, cruciferous vegetables, berries, seeds, specifically flax seeds, nuts, and then herbs and spices, specifically turmeric. So those are the 10 dietary recommendations. Then the other 2 remaining are plenty of water, including 8 cups of water a day, as well as exercise. Okay, so when can you start the Daily Dozen? Basically, you can start the Daily Dozen anytime. In fact, you can start it right now. You can think about what you've eaten today and go through this checklist and see, have I eaten enough legumes? Have I eaten enough whole grains? Have I had any berries today? Did I have any flaxseed? How about turmeric? So those are just the quick rundown in your head that you can think about for following the Daily Dozen. Now, to make the Daily Dozen really simple for myself, I created this printable checklist, which I share a link in the description below for where you can download this on my website at dailyfoods.com. So this is just a 3-day Daily Dozen checklist, which includes all the categories of the Daily Dozen foods, as well as serving recommendations and check boxes for keeping track of your daily dozen. The shaded boxes here are the daily dozen recommendations for number of servings, and then some of these have additional boxes for if you eat more than the recommendation. Then on the side over here, I have spaces to put 5 different meals, as well as where to track leftovers so you can see like what you already have meal prepped in the refrigerator. Now this checklist you can use to keep track of what you've consumed, or you can also use this checklist to meal plan. So for example, I used this one to meal plan. So I created a list of meals right here, and then I went through, and in my head I remembered, okay, in the berry yogurt and smoothie with flax, I went through and I checked off each of the boxes that meal satisfies. So that way, as I was meal planning, I was able to easily check off to see, does this daily meal plan actually meet my daily dozen checklist? So go check out in the link in the description below for where you can download a free copy of this printable and you can follow along. I do share videos sharing how I use this tracker, so I definitely encourage you to get a copy and be able to follow along with my videos. Okay, so grocery shopping. Where do you grocery shop for the daily dozen? Basically anywhere. You can grocery shop at almost every single grocery store for these daily dozen items. I even have some videos down below showing a budget, a super $50 a week budget following the daily dozen for shopping at Walmart. I share videos for that meal plan as well as grocery shopping in the store so you can see how I kind of decided on the items, as well as I share follow-up videos for breakfast recipes, lunch, and dinner. So how do you start the daily dozen? Basically, my recommendations for that are, first, check out nutritionfacts.org for Dr. Greger's daily dozen PDFs that he shares, the specifics of his daily dozen dietary and lifestyle recommendations. Then check out my website where I share the Beginner's Guide to Daily Dozen Meal Prep. Because I specialize in plant-based cooking, my focus is on helping people understand how to implement the daily dozen in the kitchen, how to make it quick, easy, how to make it work for a variety of lifestyles. So make sure you check out my website. Then also like this video because it helps share this video with other people, and subscribe to my channel so you can get notified for when I share new daily dozen inspired videos. And then if you're looking to get started right away, you can check out my Daily Dozen playlist here on YouTube, where I have a whole bunch of Daily Dozen videos already uploaded, including meal preps, meal plans, recipes, and all kinds of inspiration. So lastly, I am going to share with you a quick overview of what it looks like to eat the Daily Dozen. I'm going to share with you what the ingredients look like all together so that you can just get an idea how actually incredibly easy following the Daily Dozen is. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one, and like and subscribe, and bye for now. Okay, so here's just a quick view of what the Daily Dozen foods looks like for a day. Now, this is not everything that you would necessarily eat in a day, but these are the recommended dietary additions to your diet that Dr. Michael Greger puts into his Daily Dozen. And I portioned these out in serving sizes so you can get a quick idea of what this really looks like to implement. Now, this is a super basic Daily Dozen. You can literally eat these foods and you'll satisfy your Daily Dozen, but they're also, you might want to have a little more variety. This is actually like a really nice budget-friendly Daily Dozen view right here. But first, check out the Daily Dozen tracker. This is what it looks like, fully printed. And I did show you earlier my example where I did a 1 day of Daily Dozen meals and checklist. Like I said, you can download a free copy of this in the description below. So here is 1 can of beans has 3.5 servings of legumes. So if you were to eat just basically a full can of beans a day, that would satisfy the Daily Dozen. Then for whole grains, Dr. Greger recommends 3 servings of whole grains. So in this dish, I have 2 servings of oatmeal and uncooked oatmeal and 1 serving of sliced whole grain bread. Then he recommends 3 servings of fruit. So 1 apple, 1 banana, and a cup of grapes would satisfy the daily dozen. Then we have 2 cups of leafy greens. This is just some baby spring mix, but you can do other leafy greens as well, like kale or spinach or romaine. All right, and then we have 3 servings of vegetables. This is a zucchini, a yam, and a tomato. Then he recommends 1 serving of berries. This is about, a half of a cup of fresh berries, but you can also do frozen berries as well. Then he recommends 1/4 cup of cruciferous vegetables. So a cruciferous vegetable is a specific type of vegetable that you would recognize as broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, things like that. And all you really need is a 1/4 cup a day to get the maximum health benefits of the cruciferous vegetables. Then he recommends 1/4 cup of nuts. These are walnuts. And then 1 tablespoon of flax seeds. This is ground flaxseed, but you can also use whole. And then 1 teaspoon of ground turmeric powder, and then other herbs and spices. All right, so I hope that this inspires you. Oh, I forgot. And 8 cups of water. So this is filtered water that I put into jars. It's helpful to do that because then you can really monitor how much you're actually drinking a day. All right, well, I hope this video inspired you to check out the Daily Dozen and to get started. So I hope you like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.